Hello, and welcome to another episode of Cigars and Pairings. I'm your host, Brian, and what are we getting into? Let's see. Today, we're doing the Hoyo De Monterrey Excalibur. I'm going to be honest with you, this is one of those cigars, it's not the kind of cigar you want to pull out when you got a friend over or something. This is like an everyday smoke when you're doing yard work. There's not a lot of variety with this, but hey, if you love cigars as much as I do and you got to have one every day, this is a good one for your humidor to just pull out when you're doing some stuff. All right, let's get into this. Vitola on this baby is 5.5 by 50 ring gauge. It's a Hondurus cigar, but it's got Hondurus, Dominican, and Nicaraguan fillers. So, you know, the best of all three places. Smell of the pack is really faint. I'm getting some cedar and some leather and a little bit of barnyard. The foot's getting off. Cedar and white pepper and just the faintest hint of caramel, just a little bit of sweetness. All right, I think we're ready for a cut. Let's do this. Brilliant. Okay, there's kind of a tanginess to the taste and a little bit of salt. All right, let's see. Let's spark this baby up. First few puffs are really mild white pepper. It's not overtly peppery at all. So I know a lot of you guys you say, I don't want a peppery cigar. When I say white pepper, it's so muted you wouldn't even notice. But white pepper, leather, barnyard is still there. But I'm gonna smoke this down to the first third and I'll get back to you in just a minute. So this first third has really nice notes of grass, leather, and cedar. There's some barnyard in there, hints of coffee. Like I said, it's a nice morning cigar. You could drink this really well with a coffee in the morning. Although I don't do coffee reviews. I'm not a coffee person myself, but let's get into that first pairing. All right, let's see, what do we got here? Tonight, the first pairing is gonna be Warsteiner Dunkel. You guys are gonna love this. This is a good everyday drinker. I like this a lot. And it's got some nice barley notes to go along with that grass and barnyard. A little bit of a cocoa note in the Dunkel. It's not quite a stout, but it plays well with that malted barley note. It plays well with the grass and the barnyard in here. This is one of the more common beverages that I could find. I know I do a lot of special stuff, but this is something I'm sure anybody can find at their local market. So, like I said, everyday cigar, everyday beer, it's nice. But so I'm going to smoke this down to about the halfway point, and we will get back to you then with a report. So getting into the second third here, well into the second third, halfway point. Leather is taking over. Leather is the main note that I get. Hints of coffee, and there's still a little bit of barnyard in there. But I mean, like I said, if you're cutting the grass, you're having a morning cup of coffee, this is a great everyday smoke. Good construction, no touch-ups. I mean, it's, like I said, it was a little sloppy in appearance, but I mean, you know, I've not had any touch-ups, and that's the main thing that gets my goat when I have to do some touch-ups. So let's get into our second pairing here. My favorite, the liquor aspect. Tonight we're going with Talisker, 10-year aged. And let's face it, folks. I mean, sometimes the liquor complements the cigar. In this particular case, we've got a crutch to lean on, because when you've got an everyday kind of mild cigar, something like Talisker is going to kick it up to the next level. I know a lot of people don't like peaty scotches. But this is kind of a middle range one. It's like campfire by the sea. Or being kissed by like a lusty mermaid. And it brings out some of the saltier notes of this cigar. I'm not going to say it's got a salty tip or anything, but when you're playing with such a mild palate, to have something on the extreme end kind of complements it well. So, hey, I know not everybody's a Scotch drinker, but if you enjoy mild cigars, you might want to try something like a Talisker with an everyday smoke. So going into this final third for the finish, white pepper has returned. Getting a little bit of that white pepper. Leather reigns on this cigar. This is a very leathery, earthy, hints of coffee and caramel pop up here and there, but nothing consistent. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Cigars and Pairings. And cheers to you. Thank you much.